Joining us now in Studio B, he's back as a men's basketball assistant coach, Cody Fueger. Welcome back, Cody.
What's up, Cody?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me here.
When we first started the show, I think it was your last season here at BYU. So welcome back. You've been at Utah Valley for 4 years. It's great to have you, man.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. This is a great setup.
When in the pantheon of potential coaching realities in your head, and maybe you didn't, did you think, I'm leaving BYU, maybe I'll be back someday?
I mean, with how this profession works, you just have no idea where you're going to end up, right? My goal is just to work as hard as I can every day. I don't know what's going to end up. Like, I don't have a goal of where I want to be in 15 years, right? I'd like to be a head coach at some point, but I just never know what's going to happen in this. It's such a crazy industry.
Okay, so Dave Rose leaves. What's going through your mind the moment you hear that Dave Rose is out as the head coach at BYU?
I mean, I'm thinking, wow. There's a shot I could be back there, right? Or trying to get the head coaching opportunity at Utah Valley too, you know? So I had really two great opportunities in front of me.
The nice thing about this whole situation is you haven't moved, right? You've been in the same house, which is unbelievable for a coach.
Yeah, before I got to BYU, I moved 5 times in 4 years.
Whew.
So it's, a little different on a family.
And we were talking during the break, you cut your commute from 8 minutes to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So how often does that happen? That's crazy.
That's a win, Cody.
That's a win.
Absolutely. So you were the director of basketball operations here for 2 seasons.
Yes.
Then you became an assistant coach at Utah Valley. I guess, what have you learned the last 4 years that's going to help you now be an assistant coach here?
Oh, I mean, all different things, from developing better relationships with the players, on-court coaching, a lot more of that, recruiting, just a bunch of different things that way. But I've been wanting to do this since I was 18 years old, really 16 years old, with Coach Majerus at basketball camps. So I've learned a lot in some ways, but this is always what I wanted to do, so it's been great. Let's
go down that path. So how'd you get into coaching? Because I know your family you have a brother or dad that were coaches too, right?
No. So in high school, I went to Coach Majerus' basketball camps when I was younger.
And
in
from Wisconsin,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Why'd you go to Utah?
No, he had camps in Wisconsin because he's from Wisconsin originally.
He'd go to Wisconsin, okay.
Yeah, so he had a basketball camp at a local college there called Cardinal Stritch, and so I went to those when I was younger. And then when I was 16 years old, I coached I coached the morning session and I played in the afternoon session. So he asked me to kind of coach at that. So after I started doing that, right, drawing up plays, like just getting to know the kids, giving them nicknames to have fun, it was like, man, this is what I want to do.
At age 16?
At age 16.
And then how do you get in? Where do you go to school? How do you get into coaching?
So then I went to when I graduated, Coach Majerus actually asked me to walk on at University of Utah. And if anyone knows me, all my friends know I'm pretty cheap. So there's no way I was doing that. And I knew I wanted to coach, so he said, all right, come work for me, and I'll give you scholarship. So I did that. So I was with him 24/7 every day for 2 years, and it was an incredible experience.
He's obviously a basketball genius. I'm just glad you didn't inherit one trait, which is offense.
The offense. You should just call it offense forever.
Offense.
As an homage to Rick, yeah.
Cody Fueger, BYU basketball men's assistant coach with us on BYU Sports Nation. What's, I guess, topic or agenda item number 1 for you right now?
First thing's recruiting, right? That's the first thing. I'm going to Dallas today. And, we're going to find the next BYU Cougars. I'm really excited to get out there.
It's certainly a different recruiting philosophy from what you did at Utah Valley, where you helped that program get into the Ken Pom top 100 2 years in a row, which is pretty incredible. How is the recruiting philosophy perhaps different, but what can you kind of maintain as well?
I mean, the biggest thing that we did at Utah Valley and that we'll do here is we're going to chase every lead. We're not going to, we get messages from people all over the country. We're going to look at every single one. And that's the same thing we had to do at Utah Valley. We have to look at everything. So, that thing's not going to change, right? Now, we took some transfers at Utah Valley that we might not be able to do here, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to chase every lead. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, how has the transfer portal changed things? And I know you can't mention names until they're official at BYU, so we're not going to take you down that rabbit hole. But you can address the transfer portal as a whole. What do you think about it and how it's changing the face of college basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I think today I looked at it this morning, and there's about 730 names on the transfer portal, and I think it's going to probably end up to be about 1,100. I mean, it's just going fast. It's amazing.
Well, that's a lot. That's a lot of names to sift through. So what are some of the primary ways you find out about people?
Oh, it's just on the website, and there's a couple different websites you can look at.
I mean, generally in recruiting.
Oh.
So like if someone's like, hey, I hope the coaches see this guy. You've already targeted generally who you want?
Yeah, we're already
means?
targeting you, and we're talking to friends around the country, different college coaches or AAU coaches. We're reaching out to. They're reaching out to us, and all that ball's rolling already.
Do you feel like this coaching staff would be the best at a pickup game against the other WCC coaches? Because you have a former NBA player, you have a Stanford guy, you have obviously Washington, you have you who can shoot the three. You know, this is a pretty good group here.
Yeah, we got a big time staff. We're excited about it. Yeah.
Duke, Stanford, and you.
Yeah, Utah. Come on,
And
I was
Utah.
a walk-on. I could have been a walk-on. I could have been a walk-on.
Could have been a walk-on at Utah.
Now, I know that the managers play games
Yeah.
before some of these teams meet up. Maybe the coaches can get in.
We
I
actually
want to see that.
we actually did that at Utah Valley one time. We played University of Denver, and we beat them by like 40. We just smoked them. And they're like, we've never played a team like that before, our coaching staff. Because they go around and they kind of travel and went to play different coaches around the country. And we're like, hey, let's...
Like in the off-season?
Yeah, so finally we played them and we beat them pretty good. And then we beat them as a team the next night pretty good too.
Nice.
So.
So did Mark play in that?
No, Coach Pope didn't.
Okay, so it was assistants
It's
and
assistants.
Dobo and okay.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you have a good shooting night? Is that a
I
good-
did.
Yeah?
I did. Yeah. I don't.
When does Cody have a bad shooting night?
Well, yesterday, but
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So you and Chris and Nick. Well, Nick wasn't there, I guess.
yeah, we
So that's classic. Like he's not even there, and you guys are like, okay, let's get that far right corner, big window office. You and Chris Burgess have
Yeah.
what a shoot-a-thon
yeah. So we shot 10 shots
from the top of the key.
from the top of the key.
And you said yesterday in the press conference that was your mistake.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was my mistake, and I haven't been shooting as much as I should.
You used to play a lot.
yeah,
I used to play pickup a lot.
Yeah, but I'm not giving up any more excuses. You know, I dressed stuff on. Burge was dressed like gym shorts, and he was ready to go. You know, I was dressed like I was just about to coach a game. You know.
It's tough to shoot in
Yeah,
a suit. I
no,
know
but
all about
but
it.
Burge played overseas for a long time. Come on, he was like
He was
the number
good.
one recruit in the country.
Yeah.
Big time player,
Oh,
right?
he
he can shoot.
BYU is well aware. Coach.
Yeah.
So
and then
he beat you top of the key.
top of the key, and then
Trailer 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the trail 3, and then Nick Robinson's he's a unbelievable shooter too, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna decide a lot of things on shooting and things like that, so
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
So clearly your relationships with Mark and Chris are established because
Yep.
you've been together for a while. What's your relationship like with Nick?
So I've known Nick for a long time. So when I was at University of Utah, he was playing at Stanford, and he'd come work camps at University of Utah when I was there. So we've known each other for a long time, and we got a great relationship.
And he was at Seattle the last 2 years, which they're in the WAC as well.
Yep,
right?
they're in
so
the
you
WAC.
see him often.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I guess, did you get rid of your BYU stuff, or did you just bring it out of the closet?
So I've got my family-in-law, my wife's side are huge BYU fans.
So you're like, can I have the swag back that I gave you?
No, Steve Bushman, he took care of me.
He hooked
it up.
Yeah, Bush came in.
Bush is the man.
Yeah, dancing his way in with all the gear. It was awesome. That was fired
Really?
up.
He danced his way in?
He is the best dancer probably on campus.
What?
Steve
Really?
Bushman. Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
Oh yeah. After every win, he's the best dancer by far.
Like in the locker room,
Oh,
break
yeah.
it down.
Oh, it's
We
ridiculous.
need video proof of this.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody's got some.
In the social media age, I'm surprised we don't already have something.
Yeah, I've seen video of some locker room celebrations, whether I was supposed to or not. Especially at Gonzaga for one, right?
Yeah.
Was wild, and I look forward to a Steve Bushman video.
Okay, so with your backdrop of being with Rick Majerus and going to his basketball camps in Wisconsin.
Will you say offense again?
the offense?
Thank you.
I've been working on
May
that
he
one,
rest in peace.
just for you, yes. And then coming to Utah with him, then at BYU, Utah Valley, back to BYU. How do you kind of channel all of your loyalties of this crazy competitive beehive state of basketball?
Well, and I was at Utah State with Coach Morrill.
That's right. And
So
Utah
you just
State.
need to get
You've
it
done
down to Southern
everything.
Utah, Dixie, and CEU
And Weber.
or Utah State East. Oh yeah, and Weber State. How could I forget them? So, Damian Lillard, I want to apologize to you for that. Sorry.
Wherever I am, I want to win. That's the biggest thing at the end of the day. Wherever I am, that's my goal. We're going to win.
Well, good luck to you. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma for recruiting. Good luck with that. And we know there's a couple scholars to fill still, and we're excited to have you back, man.
You want to sign our flag too, Cody?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna let you
Is that
do that.
okay?
We're gonna let you do that in just a moment
Oh.
as you make your way out. But you can't leave without signing the flag as well. So take care of that, man.
Awesome.
Hey, thanks, Cody.
Hey, thank you guys.